We will be creating a drop-down list by using data validation. List provides a simple, smart, and a flexible way to organize your work, and we can track the information that matters as far as data analysis is concerned. Eliminating the So it really helps us to in eliminating the typo errors, and more useful for dynamic calculation. So dynamic calculation, I mean that we can use the formulas and functions in Excel more robustly, right? So we will prepare the list in three ways, okay? Or normally we say three methods. So one is by typing, and one is by selecting, and by giving naming, right? So naming a range, right? Naming in a range. Now, I have taken the example of the company symbols: Reliance, TCS, HDFC Bank, Infosys, ICICI Bank, Hindustan Lever, SBI, SBIN, Bajaj Finance, HDFC, Bharti Airtel, and Wipro. So we follow the three methods of working in this, right? So first, come to the cell D5. I'll be selecting from cell D5 to D13, right? Come to this data tab, right? Come to data tab and come to data tools group. So in this data tools group, we select the data validation. So you have the data validation dialog box will open. In that, in the settings tab, come to allow, come to list, right? So in this, first thing is that we'll be typing it is asking for the source. So here we will be typing the company names. So this is the first method way of working in preparing the list. So I'll be typing the company name. First is your Reliance, right, comma, then TCS, then HDFC Bank, then you have Infosys, then you have ICICI Bank, comma, Hindustan Lever, Hinduni Lever, then you have SBIN, then Bajaj Finance, then you have HDFC, then you have Bharti Airtel, then you have Wipro. So this is the first way of creating the list with the help of typing. Then I click OK. So when I click OK, the list will come up, right? So you can just directly select the list. The only disadvantage is here that only thing is that we can select only selection of only one particular value can be taken. So we can't able to select the multiple values. That is the disadvantage, but we have the option for that also. Next comes your selection method. Okay, selecting a particular worksheet, right? So in this case, we'll be preparing the list, but in second method, that is selecting this E5 till E13, go to data tab. In this data tab, go to data tools group, click data validation. So you have the data validation group dialog box opens. In this, go to allow, go to list, right? And in this, it is asking for the source where the list has to be drawn out, right? In this case, we are following the second way, that is selection from the worksheet. So click the mouse over here and do the selection from O3 to O13, right? So now this has been selected. So this is a selection. This is second way of doing this, right? And I click OK. So now the list has been created. This is second way of creating your list, right? So I can directly click this one, and the company gets selected. The list will be coming up, right? So this will really avoid you instead of doing a typing. It will really help you out in working it. Then you have the third way of working with the preparing the list, that is making the name range. So in this case, what you have to do is that you select the entire cell. Okay, select the range from O3 to O13. So come here, right? So here you have the name box. Click the name box and you type, say I type here as symbol. Okay, I write symbol and I press enter. That's it. So it has a name range over here, right? It has a name range over here. So now we can directly type the name range so that the list will automatically come up, right? The selection where the destination value has to be put, right? So here F5 to F13, right? Come to data tab. In the data tab, go to data tools group, then click the data validation. You have the data validation dialog box opens, right? So in this case, in the allow, go to list, right? It will be asking for the source. In this case, what I will be doing is that I'll not be selecting. This is third way we are doing. Equal to, I'll be typing the name of the cell range. I'll type cell, right? Then I click OK. So when I click it, automatically you find that the list will generate it, right? The name list gets generated. So this is the third way of working with the creation of drop-down list.